Good morning and welcome to Thursday's Date. We're continuing with our focus and dedication, let's say, to the breath and working with the breath. So we're going to move forward today with a breathing practice. And today we're just going to shift the attention just a little bit and really start to nurture a deeper sense of awareness in our breathing. And making that connection to the breath as if it's the only thing that we are here to bring attention to. So again, as always, just finding a posture that feels comfortable for you, whatever that means. So it could be on the floor, it could be laying down on the bed, it might be sitting on the sofa, maybe on an upright chair. But particularly when we're moving through a breathing practice, we are anchoring our attention. Decided to sit today or to lay today, just bringing awareness to the base in and around the body in order that we might be able to nurture a sense of kindness, a sense of softness on the breath as we move through the practice. And I guess what I mean by that is just checking in on your posture. If you're hunched or if you're trapping, let's say, the ability for the air to move around the body. So we're not striving, we're not trying to create any pain or tension or any discomfort. So do just adjust your posture to support yourself in the practice, however it feels comfortable for you. So beginning the practice today, I'll just invite you to lower your chin if you're seated. If you decided to lay down today, then just placing the hands maybe on the tummy or out by the sides. And then together just closing our eyes, or if it's better for you, just softening your gaze slightly. Attention to our breathing. Let's just take a moment to notice how we're feeling. Starting with maybe a physical check-in, noticing anything that's happening for you. And whatever you notice arising in your physical experience, just notice it, just let it be there. Maybe even becoming curious of what it is that you do notice in your physical experience. Maybe you hadn't noticed this experience before. Noticing how you're feeling today, or you can maybe think of one or two words to describe that. But again, just allowing your emotional experience to just register, to be there. And whatever it is that arises for you emotionally, just noticing it, letting it in. Allowing it to be there. Shifting your awareness now to the breath in the body. breathing in and out. And at first, just paying attention to the breath in the body and how it feels for you right now in this moment. There's no judgment here, so if you notice that it feels tight or restricted, or even if it feels soft and open, or maybe somewhere in between, we're beginning to become aware of how we're breathing and how it feels in the body to breathe this way. Not changing anything, not forcing anything. In these silences, if your mind wanders, bringing yourself back to connecting with the breath in the body, and with that particular attention on how you're breathing and how it feels to breathe this way in your body. We're not making any adjustments, we're simply allowing the breath to develop as we move through the practice. Mind wanders, bring it back to the breath in the body. Shifting your awareness now to the in and the out breath. Almost as if we're taking one step closer to the attention that we have on our breathing today, right here and right now in this moment. Following the in-breath, following the out-breath. Using the rise and fall of your breathing as a place to anchor your awareness. Watching the breath as it comes and goes. Breathing in, breathing out. Noticing the experiences that arise for you as you follow the breath in this way. Paying particular attention. Paying particular attention now to the length of the in-breath and the length of the out-breath. Almost as if we're taking another step closer towards the awareness and the connection of our breathing right here and now. Breathing in, focus on the length of the breath, in and out. Taking a step closer with open awareness, as if your breathing is the only thing that has your attention right here and now. What do you notice about the length of your in-breath versus your out-breath? Is one shorter than the other? But also beginning to become aware of any preferences that you might have around your breathing. Do you prefer the feeling, the experience of the in-breath? Or maybe you're leaning more towards your out-breath and this is where you prefer to be. Again, just becoming curious of that. It's interesting what we can find out about ourselves just by using the breath as an anchor and becoming curious in this way. Following the breath in and out with the intention of exploring the length of the breath. Taking a step closer with open awareness to your breathing. Noticing anything that arises for you in your thoughts, in your physical body, or even emotionally. Leaving some space now, some moment of silence in the practice as we move towards the end. But allowing your attention to be harnessed, anchored to the breath until the last moment. But choosing where to place your attention. On the breath, in the body, maybe the in or out breath, or maybe even a movement connected to your breathing that takes place in your body. Breathing in and breathing out for these last few moments. In silence as we use the breath as an anchor. And now, just to mark the end of our practice, just inviting you to drop your chin, sealing that practice in, and blinking the eyes open, lovely and slowly, having a stretch if you feel you need to. Lovely. And just as always, just encouraging you to bring a moment of awareness to that practice. So really just starting with a question of, when we pay attention to our breathing, what do we notice? When we pay attention to our breathing, what do we notice? And in that noticing, how does that help us to become aware of our experience? So in that noticing, how does it help us to become aware of our experience? Experience from the perspective of anything that happened physically for you, whatever your thoughts were, and how you felt emotionally. And in that awareness, what came up for you? So it could be, for instance, that in the practice, I noticed that I have some tension or pain in my upper back. So with that awareness, I start to take a moment to think about how I might look after myself a bit more, and why I've got this tension or this pain in my upper back. So it's with that awareness that I can make a choice. What might I do about it? Maybe I'll loosen my clothes, maybe I will take a hot shower or a hot bath, or maybe I'll do some stretching, and that might help to alleviate any tension, pain or suffering that I might be having.